What did you mean when you said it's not just a book?
It's the only one. It's the only one.
Really?
After the war, people made it their business to find and destroy any of the fires didn't get already. Some people said this was the reason for the war in the first place. Anyway, it's the only one that survived.
How'd you get it?
They said that the war tore a hole in the sky. You probably read the stories.
Yeah.
Tore a hole in the sky. Sun came down and burned everything. Everybody. You were lucky to hold up and hide in a place like this, on the ground. Most people weren't lucky. So, a year later, we started coming out. People wandered around, not knowing what I was going to do. I was going to find a place to survive. One day, I heard a voice. It's hard to explain, but it was like it was coming from inside of me. But I could hear it as clear as I could hear it talking to me now.
What did this voice say?
It led me to a place where I found a book, buried under some rubble. The voice told me to carry the book out west. Told me that a path laid out for me, that I'd be led to a place where the book was safe. Told me that I'd be protected against anything stood in my path. I've been walking ever since.
You did all that because the voice in your head told you to.
Yes, I did. I know what I heard. I know what I hear. I know I'm not crazy. And I know I would have never made it without help.
What's that?
One question too many. Go to bed. We got to start.
All right, Shalom Akim. First and foremost, as always, I love to give all the praises, all the honor, and all the glory unto the unstoppable and undeniable force, Yahweh, Ba'ashim, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashim, Rakak Wadash. All right, double honors to the apostles and then to the elders of Great Millstone, GMS, who taught me this truth, and all you brothers that are out there fervently pushing out this word. All right. I just wanted to make this quick little lesson. And to Wadi Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai for allowing me to, come back with another lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. And I was watching this clip, and I've seen it, many times. I can't even say how many times I watched that movie. But every time whenever I see this scene in this movie, and when he explains, how he got the book, which is the scriptures, the Bible, and, how he heard a voice, and he explains his, his background, or at least the history and how he got it, a brief history. And every time when I watch this clip, I get, with Denzel Washington's character, Eli, in that scene, when he's explaining to Solara of what, how he happened to get the book, and how he heard, a voice coming from inside of him, and how, and she even said, and you did all that because a voice in your head told you to. Well, what he truly did was he had his trust in Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. Okay? That's why the title of this lesson is, this comes from the book of Psalms, the second chapter, I believe, the last verse, 12th verse. Blessed are all they that put their trust in him. And that's the truth, because he was granted what? Protection against anyone or anything that stood in his path. And in that movie, you could see how, him having his trust and his faith in Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, okay? Because that voice in his head, that's who it was. It was Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, okay? And that's the Spirit 144. Hey, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, man. All praise to Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. All right? But, and that's the truth. You do become blessed when you put your trust in Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai and truly, or Salakia. Well, yeah, truly, that's what it's going to come down to. Is, do you have your trust in Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai? Do you have your faith? Do you have your trust? Because at the end of the day, that's what it's going to come down to. And in this movie, you saw how it was a nuclear war. The whole land is desolate. And in that movie, Eli, that's what he had his, that's what he relied on, was the trust and the faith in the Lord and the power, and that's what it's going to come down to for all of us brothers, all right, in these times to come, because the time of trouble is near, all right, and evil, and behold, only evil is come, as Ezekiel 7, all right, but through the Spirit, since I titled this lesson as it is, let me grab it. This is the book of Psalms 2 and 12. Kiss the Son, lest he be angry, and he perish from the way, when his wrath is kindled but a little. Blessed are all they that put their trust in him. Okay? See, so you become blessed when you put your trust in Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, man. Alright? Matter of fact, because I know a couple of Psalms, not a couple, I kind of, when you read, and, when you read these Psalms, they're real big, faith boosters, and they're real, some Psalms are they're a lot easier to remember, for me at least, because some of the Psalms are like, well, you can see, like, they're not so long, so you're able to, oh, that's where it is, oh, that's the, that Psalm, Psalm of David, talking about trust, so on and so forth. But let's read this, Psalm 7 and 1. It says, O Lord, my power, Yahweh, in thee do I put my trust. See, and that's the thing. That's what we're going to have to do. All right? And that's the thing. That's what we do now. And everything that we do in every aspect of our life, we put our trust in Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, man. Because that's what he expects. That's what he really, truly wants, is to have us trust in him. To trust in him, to have our faith in him, to believe in him. Because if you believe, what's that, Ecclesiasticus, the 2nd chapter, believe in him and he will help thee, order thy way all right, and trust in him, roughly paraphrasing. If any brothers on the comment section, you could throw that down, or you could put the precept up, Baba Kusha. But yeah, man, that's what's going to come down to at the end of the day. When it's all said and done, that's what's going to come down to, and even in the kingdom, man, or what's the scripture? It says, trust in the Lord forever. So even when we're in the kingdom, we're going to have our trust and faith in Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai for all time, man, for eternity, because that's what he wants from us. Okay. It says, O Lord, my power, in thee do I put my trust. Save me from all them that persecute me, and deliver me, because Yahweh Shai did warn us about what? That ye shall be delivered up to synagogues, or synagogues. You shall be persecuted. All right? They shall beat you. You read about that in Mark 13. They shall deliver you up to be afflicted, and shall kill you. But we're going to have our trust that Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, just as with Peter. Peter was locked up, and he was between two soldiers, man. But what happened? The Lord, he delivered him, or the Lord sent the angel to deliver him, But at the end of the day, it's still Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai delivered him, You know, the angel said, you know, put on your shoes or your sandals and hurry up quickly. You know, get up. Let's get to hit the road. You know, let's bounce, brother. You know, but yeah, the same. Daniel was delivered, and Daniel was in a pickle, man. You know, you brothers that played baseball, you know what a pickle is. You know, you in between first, second base, or second, third base, or even third and home. You know, they'll throw the ball back and forth, and they try to, you know, trap your ass. You know, and then if you don't act quick enough, they gonna get you out of there. You know, see, in Daniel, he was in the pickle. He was in the lion's den, man. You know, but guess what? He had his trust and his faith in Yahweh Shema Shai, and guess what? The angel of the Lord shut the mouth of the lions. You know, the lions did not lay hold on him. Who was Hananiah, Azariah, and Mishael, which those were their true names. And then the king at the time in the book of Daniel, you know, he gave them their slave names. You know, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. They also was cast into a burning fiery furnace. You know, and guess what? Even they were delivered, because they put their trust in Yahweh Shema Shai, because they didn't want to bow down to the golden calf. You know, they pretty much told Nebuchadnezzar, like, man, nigga, fuck you, man. Look, the Lord, he's going to deliver us, and if not, we still ain't going to bow down to thy image, you know. And then that's when Nebuchadnezzar, he got angry, he got wroth, you know. He was all like, man, these motherfuckers, you know. And then he was like, get him in the furnace, man, you know. He put him in the furnace, you know, and he turned it up. He said, the heat was turned up 7 times more than it ought to be, you know. But guess what? And even in that, not the smoke didn't touch them. The hairs of their head weren't even singed. Nothing, man. You know, because the Lord was there. You know, our power Yahweh Shai was there with them. Because Nebuchadnezzar said, did we not throw three men in the furnace? And then his men were like, true king we have, or true king, it's true. Yeah, we did. And then he's like, I see a 4th one, and it looks like the Son of Man. You know, so the Lord was with those men, and he delivered them. You know, and if he delivered them, how much more us that do his will, that trust in him, that abide by what he tells us to do, you know? You know, that's why the scriptures talk about, you know, faith, man, and trust. You know, and that's why the apostles asked the Lord to increase our faith, because we're going to need the most faith that we possibly can get in these times to come. You know? And it says, okay, that's good. Let's go to here. Psalms 9:1. I will praise thee, O Lord, with my whole heart. No. This, hold on. Where is it at? I know it's up in here. There it is. Psalms 9:10. And it says, and they that know thy name will put their trust in thee. And we know the names. The name is Yahweh Shema Shai, man. And if you don't like it, or if you don't, believe it, you could just hit the road, man. Just kick rocks, man. Just go fuck off, man. All right, because those are the true names of Yahweh. Those are the true names of who the world calls God and Jesus Christ, man. It's Yahweh, which is the Father, who is the one above all, and the Son Yahweh Shai, man, who is the deliverer, the Savior, who is soon gonna make his great and glorious return, man. He's coming with power and great glory, man. All right. And it says, and they that know thy name will put their trust in thee, for thou, Lord, hast not forsaken them that seek thee. And that's right, because he's not going to forsake those that seek him, you know. You know, what's the scripture say in Ecclesiasticus 2:10? You know, he, let's grab it real quick through the Spirit. Ecclesiasticus 2:10, and it says, look at the generations of old, and see, did ever any trust in the Lord and was confounded? Or did any abide in his fear and was forsaken? Or whom did he ever despise that called upon him? See? And the answer to those questions is not one. Not at all. None. No one. You know? Because those trust and the fear and you call upon Yahweh Shema Shai, those are the things that he wants you to do, man. You know? Because he's our husband, man. All right? He's our guardian. He's our protector. He's our everything, man. You know, And when somebody or something is your everything, that's what you go to. And that's our power, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, man. And it says, no, that's good. Let's go back to the book of Psalms. Let's go to Psalms 16:1. And it says, preserve me, O Lord, for in thee do I put my trust, you see. And again, that's what it's going to come down to. The trust in the Lord. And that movie in the book of Eli, that was a perfect example, because here it is, he heard a voice and it told him what to do, and he did it, you know. And even Solara, she was like, so you did all that because you heard a voice in your head? And he's like, yeah, yes I did, you know. And he put his trust in it. He had his faith in it, and it led him to, you know, him accomplishing the task that was appointed to him in the movie. That's why in his last prayer, in the end of the movie, he says, what does he say? In his prayer, he says, something about, you know, for giving me the task that you entrusted to me, you know, for guiding me away, for guiding me straight and true, so on and so forth. I don't know the prayer. It's a beautiful prayer, though, you know. I don't know all the words, but he said, thank you, Lord, for the strength and the conviction and the task that you entrusted to me, you know, so on and so forth. But this is Psalms 18 verse 1, or we could read 1. It says, I will love thee, O Lord, my strength. The Lord is my rock and my fortress and my deliverer, my power, my strength, in whom I will trust. You see, in whom I will trust. My buckler and the horn of my salvation, and my high tower. And that's what our power is to us, man. And this right here, brothers, this is all we need, man. And that's what our power is to us. He's all these things. So it would be wise if you got the furniture in your mind, if it's, you know, put together correctly, it's gonna be a no-brainer to, hey, I'm gonna trust in him. I'm gonna trust in that. I'm gonna trust in Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, because that's truly everything that you need. He's your rock. He's a fortress. He's your deliverer. He's our strength, our buckler, our high tower. What more do we need? You know, that's all we need right there, baby. That's all we need. You know, and all those things. That's what our power is to us, man. Okay. Let's go here. Proverbs chapter 3 verse 5, and it says, trust in the Lord with all thine heart, you see, and lean not unto thine own understanding, you see. So you don't want to lean upon your own understanding, you know, because the scriptures talk about there may seem there may seem a way right to a man, but the way thereof, or the end thereof, is the ways of death. Roughly paraphrasing, you know. So the best option and the only option for anybody to do, especially us brothers, is to trust in our power, man. And it says, verse 6, in all thy ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct thy paths. You see? Let me grab this as well. What is it? Or where is it, I should say, Salakia. I think it's here. Seven. Psalms 112 and 7. He shall not be afraid of evil tendings. His heart, meaning his mind, his lab, is fixed, trusting in the Lord. You see? Trust in the Lord, brothers. Alright. Matter of fact, let me grab this one. This one's nice. Psalms 115 and 9. O Israel, trust thou in the Lord. For it says, Salakia, O Israel, trust thou in the Lord. He is their help and their shield. You see? O house of Aaron, trust in the Lord. He is their help and their shield. Ye that fear the Lord, trust in the Lord. He is their help and their shield. You see? And he's our help, our shield. You know? Like I said, he's our everything, man. Alright? And that's why we lay our trust in him. That's why we put our trust in him. Psalms 118 and 8. It is better to trust in the Lord than put confidence in men, because men, because the scriptures talk about that the Lord is not slack concerning his promise. See, men can promise you something, but, you know, they could always break that promise. They can always not be a man of their word. But see, our power, Yahweh Shem Al Shai, he is a man of his word, you know? And us trusting in him, guess what? He's not going to forsake us. You know, he's not going to look at us like, well, man, how come you keep on trusting in me? Those are things that he wants us to do, as I you know, said, you know, over and over again. Salakia. Might sound like a broken record, but, you know, Salakia for that. But it said it's better to trust in the Lord than put confidence in men. And the scriptures talk about curses he that trusteth in man. Roughly paraphrasing. That's Jeremiah. What is that? Jeremiah? I think it is Jeremiah. Matter of fact, let me see. This is the book of Jeremiah. I think it's 17 and 5. Yep. Yeah. This is Jeremiah 17 and 5. Thus saith the Lord, cursed be the man that trusteth in man, and maketh flesh his arm, and whose heart departed from the Lord. So you become cursed when you trust in the Lord, man. All right. Or forgive me, that's Satan. You become cursed when you trust in man. Forgive me. That's none with the devil, man. You know, because I read the last part, you know, who departed from the Lord, and, you know, the Lord was in my mouth still, you know. But you become cursed when you trust in man, you know, because the Lord, and that's the thing, you become cursed when you trust in man. You become, what is that, man, what is it? I think it's in Proverbs 28 and 29, or 28 and 26. It says, he that trusteth in his own heart is a fool. So you can't even trust in your own self. And that's some of our people. Nah, I got it. Because our people think they could just do it on their own, man. Whatever power is in their hands, they think that they're good. But that's that you become a fool. You're deceiving yourself for the most part, you know. But I believe that's Proverbs 28 and 26. I'll grab it through the Spirit. Let's jump down to the 7th verse. Blessed is the man that trusteth in the Lord, and whose hope, which is faith, the Lord is. You see. So again, you become blessed. What is that? Oh yeah, I was going to grab that. Proverbs 28 and 26, I believe. He that trusteth in his own heart is a fool, but whoso walketh wisely. And what is a way of you walking wisely? You having your trust in the Lord, man. That's a wise thing. When if you trust in the Lord, you have your faith in Yahweh Shem Al Shai, you have your fear in Yahweh Shem Al Shai, you're walking wisely, man. Because those are wise things to do. All right? And it says, but whoso walketh wisely shall be delivered. You see? Beautiful. Oh, there's another one. What's that? Proverbs 11 and 28, I believe. Yep. He that trusteth in riches in his riches shall fall. So if you trust in riches, which you have a lot of our people that are going to do that, those of them that are, you know, they might be athletes, they might be actors, singers, dancers, you know, fighters that got money, they're going to try to trust in the riches. One nigga that I know is going to be Floyd Mayweather. You know, he might be one of the proudest Israelites in Israel, man. You know, in the nation of Israel, because he's a proud dude, man. You know, and he always talk about, oh, I get the money, I got this, he got the riches, and he got the bitches, I guess, but, you know, yeah, he's going to trust in his riches, and guess what? That shit's going to fail, man. All right? Because he that trusteth in his riches shall fall. And all those bodyguards that he got, they all going to turn on his ass, man. You know, the Lord got his ass in the quagmire for real, man. You know, LeBron James, all these niggas that got money, man, all these Israelites that got money, man, they're gonna fall. Those riches aren't gonna help you. You know, what's the book of Zephaniah say? The book of Zephaniah goes into what? Neither their silver nor their gold shall deliver them in the day of the Lord of hope, or the day of the Lord's wrath. That's Zephaniah 1 and 16, I want to say, or 18. Salakia. Zephaniah 1 and 18. You know, so riches, if you trust, if you do not have your trust in the Lord, man, if your trust is in anything else but Yahweh Shem Al Shai, guess what? It's not gonna profit you shit, man. It's all gonna go downhill, man. It's gonna come to naught. All right. But it says, but he that trusteth in his riches shall fall, but the righteous shall flourish as a branch. And That's what us brothers are doing. We're flourishing, man. You know, as we should. All right. Let's see what else I got. Let's go. What is I believe there's another one, but I can't think of it right now. It says here. Salakia, somebody's trying to knock on my window. I told him 1 minute, Salakia. I ain't trying to. I don't know if you brothers get that feeling or that same, feeling, but like when people they might knock on your door, knock on your window. You might be doing because I'm doing the lesson in the car right now. Because there's a little too much shit going on up in the house, so I'm just being wise and taking myself out of the picture in the house and coming out here in the car, to where I'm, in privacy, But yeah, even then, Satan sends somebody to come and knock on your door like, hey, you want some food? No, nigga, just let me know later, bro. You know what I'm doing up in here. Like, I get upset because you be in the spirit. And then when somebody comes up or, you get interrupted, man, it throws you off, and it's just like, it makes you a little angry. But then at the end of the day or right after, you be like, it ain't nothing but the devil. And it ain't nothing but the devil, man. But I'm going to grab a couple more precepts. The point has been made. I just want to see. Oh, yeah. We'll stay in the book of Proverbs. This is the book of Proverbs 30 and 5. That's what I wanted. Proverbs 30 and 5. Every word of Yahweh is pure, and he is a shield unto them that put their trust in him. You see? It's all about the trust, man. The trust and fear and the faith in Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, brothers. All right. Let's go to Psalms. This one's good. Psalms 37 and 38. Psalms 37 and 38, I believe. Yep. It says, but the transgressors shall be destroyed together, and the end of the wicked shall be cut off. And that's the time we're coming into, where the end of the wicked is being cut off. But it says, but the salvation of the righteous is of the Lord. He is their strength in the time of trouble. And the Lord shall help them and deliver them. He shall deliver them from the wicked and save them. Why? Because they trust in him, you see? All right? So have that trust, man. Have all the key ingredients which we have in this truth, such as faith, trust, belief, fear, what else? Anything. Have it in the Lord, man. Especially the ones that I just named. Trust, faith, fear, belief. All that needs to be in Yahweh, has to be invested in Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, man. Okay. I'm going to end it here through the Spirit. I believe, I think I remembered it. Let me see if I'm right. Because I mentioned how, we're going to trust in the Lord forever. Isaiah chapter Isaiah 26 and 1. It says, in that day shall this song be sung in the land of Judah. All right. And it says, we have a strong city. Salvation will Yahweh appoint for walls and bulwarks. Open ye the gates, that the righteous nation which keepeth the truth may enter. Thou will keep him in perfect peace, whose mind is stayed on thee, because he trusteth in thee. Trust in the Lord forever, you see? For with the Lord Yahushua is everlasting salvation, you see? So trust in the Lord forever, brothers. All right? Forever, ever. All right? So, I ended there through the Spirit, Akim. Just something that was on my spirit. I saw that. I saw that clip, and there comes times where, I run across that clip, late at night. I can't. I'll try to fall asleep, or I'll wake up, and I don't, I won't be able to fall back asleep, and then I'll just go on YouTube, see if any brothers alive. Most of the time they're not, because it's super late. Sometimes brothers be, those that are, in a different time zone and whatnot. But I saw that clip and I was just like, that's a lesson right there, And I pray and I hope that this lesson was edifying. I truly do. But I'm in it there through the Spirit, Akim. I pray and I hope that this lesson was edifying, exhorting, and comforting. And as always, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto the unstoppable and undeniable force, Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakak Wadash. All right, double honors to the apostles and then to the elders of Great Millstone. GMS who taught me this truth, and honors to the brethren in the Akim out there that's been pushing out this truth with all sincerity and in faith. And to Wada Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, for allowing me to come back with another lesson. And it's on to the next one, brother. Shalom. Beautiful.